Good morning. Or is it when you didn't sleep? Today I'm going to have my coffee. Today I'm going to have my coffee early in the morning because yesterday I woke up at 2 p.m. So of course I couldn't sleep last night. And when I woke up, I had such a bad headache. I had coffee. And so my goal is to drink this coffee early today. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 7:52 a.m.
Okay. Alexa, stop playing music. You're really making me more tired. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I want to hide my fat arms. You know, and it's a little chilly in this bedroom because all the windows. But yeah. You want to do a get ready with me? I don't do that much whenever I first wake up or all day. Is that really a cat hair in my coffee? Because a cat jumped up here 1 second after and almost made me spill my coffee. And I'm so scared of spilling it with my computer. I want to brush my hair, but I really am scared with this coffee in here. Now that I have a desk, my husband, we put my desk in here because I thought I would have a great space, but it really felt good to be in here in the morning. And unfortunately, it's probably not a good place to have my coffee in the morning because my hair's still wet. Because I have nowhere to put it in case a cat jumps up here and spills it. Oh my God. How can a person be hot and cold at the same time? I don't know. All I'm doing is putting this back up because look at the ends. It's crazy because the way it was. Can I fake that it looks good? Hello, everybody. I curled my hat and it's wavy and it actually probably does look a little better. But I'm hot and cold at the same time. Oh, my camera's sideways. I was trying this new today, and why is it getting blurrier? Is it my eyes? I feel like it's getting blurrier. But if I look at the green dot, instead of myself, that seems like it's right here, but then when I look, I'm over there, looking over there, which when I looked over there, it made me look like I was looking way over there. But, oh, my phone is going to fall most likely. It's watery. I watered down the coffee. I put less sugar in it and I put less creamer in it. My hair feels disgusting. My hair is so dry. I tried to just wash up here and back there and under here and see if it helps here, but no, this just feels scrunchy. I thought maybe it would leave it, ow. I thought it would leave it feeling a little better. So my hair is mostly gray, so much gray hair. And then I dyed it twice and now the hair is damaged instead of nice, healthy gray hair. The gray hair was kind of dry, but not like this. See, I told you my phone's gonna fall. I didn't even do anything. I don't know what to do. I can't be a YouTuber. It would not without a freaking tripod. What do I do? So, and then I can't stop looking at it the wrong way. I'm really just doing this to see if I can do this. And apparently I cannot do this. I don't want to do this low because I don't have a bra on. I don't like the lighting either. Do we have awnings? Yeah, we have awnings on these windows, so that's why it's half sunshine and half not. I can't move this. Man, I've already dropped my phone. I've already had a whole conversation with y'all. And it's on another video. You know, I don't want to edit videos and put them together and clip them here and there and snip out and take out the weird parts, but if this phone falls, I'm just gonna post it all. Just gonna post it. So I'm having my coffee, right? okay? When I first came in here, I was in my nightgown. I had my hair up. Okay, I'm just gonna connect these two videos with in shot. Okay, all right, I'm gonna do that. So this is part 2 within the whole video that you didn't even know was going to fall apart, but it did. But anyways, so I didn't sleep last night. When my husband got up at 5 something, I was starving because yesterday all I ate was a bowl of soup earlier around lunchtime, and then I ate a double Whopper with cheese with no bun. That was not enough food for me for the whole day. So I woke up super hungry, and then I made a bad choice of eating a whole square of these little square rice cake crackers. Here comes a cat to knock my stuff down. Get down, get down. No, get off the keyboard. I hate my life. What is Matt Matthews, the comedian country guy who cusses at animals all day long? What does he say? He says, I hate it here. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. Okay, these cats are making me sweat. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Not the video, unfortunately, for you. I don't know. All you gotta do is click stop. Keep scrolling. Move on. Whatever. I'm just trying a thing. You know, maybe this is my style. I don't know yet. Maybe I can't get better than this, but you know, you gotta start somewhere, right? So, yeah, I ate a whole little pack of crackers. They're not crackers, they're called rice cakes, but they're square and they're thin. And I'm not talking to the green light again. So anyways, I can't do it. I cannot. How do people do it? Oh, they probably don't use the front facing camera, but they still have to look at the camera holes. Yeah, this is impossible. All right, so I'm not gonna look at anything. I'm just gonna look into space wherever I can. But now I really feel like I'm talking to myself. If I don't look at myself, I feel like I'm talking to myself. Okay, I look at myself, I feel like I'm talking to someone else. But if I look away, I'm talking to myself. All right, so I'm trying to get to a low carb diet, but I ate rice cakes this morning. It's not the way I want to start my day with high blood sugar and high insulin. All right, but I did. Again, I'm probably going to go to sleep after this coffee. So maybe it won't matter if I have a lot of sleep and later on I eat better. But I keep saying that, and do I? I don't know. I did yesterday, but I didn't feel like it was better because it was Burger King. And I had mayonnaise and ketchup and the lettuce and tomato and onion and 2 fat burgers with cheese. I put all the toppings in the middle and ate that. But I was very full last night. But today I'm very hungry because all I had was that and some soup. But yeah, I'm trying to get to low carb. I started my day bad, and I mean, it's not always bad. Sometimes you gotta listen, but I'm trying to get to low carb. And one of my things is I'm trying to eat the rest of the food that I have. And that is, the positive of this is that I am getting rid of the rice cakes. I have 2 more of those little packs left. I'm not gonna eat them all in one day. They're not good. They're just a little lightly salted, and they are crunchy and they are satisfying. And I do feel like I have that autism sensory thing where you need a bite, a crunch. Like, I have to have something crunchy. Sometimes I feel it relieves stress, and I have to find some healthier food. And when I was doing carnivore diet before, I did. Am I gonna have a runny nose? I don't know yet. Okay. So when I did the carnivore diet before and I wanted something crunchy, I would dry roast out or chicken or any kind of meat, just pressure cook it till it fell apart. I gotta stop moving, or my phone's gonna fall. And I would dry it out until it was crispy, salty, and delicious. Chicken was not my favorite. Pork, I think, was my favorite because it's a little bit fattier. Why do I feel like something's in my eye? All right, so I like to have something crunchy. I didn't eat very much last night and yesterday, so I made a bad choice today. You know, we got to kind of work on that, you know, plan ahead. But I'm still I wanted to really start low carb February 1st, but you know, it's not realistic. I don't want to oxalate dump if I go to carnivore. Like, I can't do that abruptly. I need to have some vegetables. I'm not really eating that many vegetables right now. And the only vegetable I really have are canned vegetables and some Brussels sprouts. And yesterday, I forgot, actually, I did eat a can of beets. You know, who does these things that I do? The day before, I ate a can of peas. And I eat these vegetables cold in a bowl with a fork or spoon. Ow! This little kitty. She's a little slow, and I mean that for real. No. But anyways, she attacked my dress, my nightgown. Day dress? I don't know what it is, but I'm lifting up the bottom of it. But, yeah, see, I got a little bit of menopause brain, a little autism brain, a little ADHD brain, so Jesus Christ, you know, sorry, religious people. I don't know. I can't keep up with myself. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, maybe oxalate dumping and getting to low carb and doing it slowly so I don't have negative side effects. I'm really just here to ramble on and think because I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, but I don't have a time schedule. And if I do it in the time of me eating the food that I have left, then it's going to be a little while longer. I have the rice cakes. I have rice. That's just back up. Mother. Right? Not. So today feels like it's going to be stressful. Yeah. I can feel it. You know, when you get angry a little too easy, that's when I know. Let me take a deep breath. And scare off the two little kittens that are fighting right there. They're actually not little kittens anymore. They're actually a year old, but they are small for their size because they were having issues outside when they were strays, and their growth's a little small right now. But I'm going to work to low carb, and the only thing I have after the rice cakes to go through is maybe some peas and some beets. I'm not worried about those. I actually want to get rid of the grains first, and 2 more things of the rice cakes and I'm done. And if I do that strategically, then I'm having some carbs, but I'm not having as much carbs as I was before. And when I make soup from now on, I will make a lesser carb soup. I don't know. Actually, I still have a lot of beans. So I made, when the grains are gone, I'm going to always have rice because I don't like being without a bulky food in case of emergencies. For like my daughter or anybody that comes over needs food to go with a little bit of meat or beans or whatever. So I'm going to get rid of the grains, and then I'm going to see how much of the beans I really want to keep and eat. And because I have pinto beans and black eyed peas, I actually really like those. And then we'll be grain free, but I will not be bean free yet because I really want to know if I could keep any kind of starch and feel okay. I don't feel bad with rice cakes. They're brown rice cakes, organic. I don't know. I don't have a problem with those. I do have a problem if I eat a big bowl of rice with food. Then it sets me up really bad for intense hunger. So I know it affects my blood sugar and my insulin. Because like if your insulin spikes up, does all the dropping stuff, and then you get intensely hungry when you're not even really hungry. And I don't want all that. I think that's how I got fat. Hyperinsulinemia from when I was doing plant-based. I was actually gaining weight. I did it for like 10 years. And I cheated on the weekend. So, I always cheat on diets apparently. So the beans, I would be happy if I could eat beans and meat. But then I have a gene called B27, and it is an ankylosing spondylitis type of arthritis thing that fuses your bones in your back together. And sometimes it's linked with other arthritises. And I have some joint pains, and not much, but my neck, it is all my spine issues. and maybe these two fingers sometimes. I really think ground beef affects my fingers too. But so I rationalize with beans because I actually like them. And I feel like they're a whole food. I feel like they're good for you when you prepare them correctly. So if I could eat meat and beans, I feel like that would cover a lot of nutrients that are missing in carnivore, because I won't eat organ meats. And I have some of the MTHFR gene mutation, which means I might need more folate than somebody else. So gotta figure that out. But I think I'll probably save the beans. Can you save beans for a year? I may save the black eyed peas until the next year, and then pinto beans every now and then I may make, like with a carnivore meal, as a refried bean, and like a nachos that are all meat and maybe topped with all the toppings that's not carnivore, and it might be low carb, but use it more like a refried bean dip or something. But I'm not going to be a perfect carnivore, but it's still in my mind to do that. But I am definitely just going to practice low carb. I would like the label of carnivore because it is like good for social media to be locked into one thing. And I don't feel like I love all the recipes from low carb and keto. They often look too junky, or they look too healthy with all the vegetables, and it's just too much, or it's too much nightshades, or there's too many things that I have to remove for my own sensitivities, and I don't necessarily like that. I'd rather look at carnivore food and just throw a few little things on it for extra flavor or color. Like I used to make like the taco bowls and like a taco salad, but instead of the salad on the bottom, I would put all the ground beef, the taco meat, and then just sprinkle some lettuce on the top, like just a little bit. And that was way better than a salad to me. So I just have a taste for a little bit of plants, but I don't want to go overboard. And unfortunately, I don't think I can ever call myself carnivore unless, if I never stop having like intense pain and inflammation, then I will try it again. But I think all I can do is use it as a tool when I'm intensely painful or I ate something that is not good for me. Like I love tomatoes, but lately they've been hurting. But maybe if I stop eating grains for a while, or all the starches, maybe my gut lining can heal some. I don't know, because I still eat food that is not organic, and then they say that can still damage your gut. So I don't really know. And my point is I want to eat tomatoes. So maybe if my gut heals and I'm in less pain, I can try tomatoes again. They didn't used to bother me. It is a process because I believe I have autism and ADHD. Autistic wants routine, to know exactly what I'm eating all the time. When my husband used to call, he used to say, "What's for dinner?" I said, "Meat." That was so nice and easy. The ADHD part of me sometimes wants to cook and be creative and do all this blah, blah, blah. But I don't know anymore. I'm getting a little old. He doesn't like all my food when I do all the extra stuff. But I did trick him into eating my soup because I put an MSG ramen noodle seasoning packet in it. Apparently, he's addicted to the fast food so much that he thinks he likes it. But really, they just trick you into liking it with the MSG. So I decided I'm going to trick you into eating my food with the MSG. It really worked with chicken noodle soup. And then the next night, chicken potato soup. And then with the chili, he's eaten everything because of MSG. Who knew? It's such an addiction. People don't even realize. It excites your brain. So this ring stresses me. This ring is a stainless steel ring that I bought for myself because I'm too fat for my wedding ring. Oh, I am just drifting. See, this is how I lose space. I just lose what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to figure out, like, I woke up hungry and I'm like, what am I going to do with my day? If I go to sleep right now, I'm not going to wake up till 2 or 3. Unless my husband comes home earlier today and wakes me up. But then I'm going to be so miserable. And sometimes when I'm so tired, I can't sleep either. Like, I could stay up all day and still not sleep till super late. I'm really stuck in the circadian rhythm problem. And that's probably why I'm fat too. And I also worry about, I laid in bed all night last night. And now I want to lay in bed all day today. Like, that's very bad for my muscles and the circulatory system. I did a few of these little step up things today, like 20 step ups on each foot. Just one little step. I might get on a machine or something because I need to do something before I sleep. And if I don't sleep all day, well, there's nobody home and it's super quiet and all the cats are sleeping in the daytime like they do. I'm just gonna sit here and go bonkers. Like, actually, I could wash the dishes. I already cleaned the litter boxes. Can't not do that with as many cats as I have. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure this out. This day, how to get my sleep routine right. And it's honestly like, I need to get my sleep routine right for who? I have to do it in order to have a relationship with my husband because he became the old man who likes to wake up in the morning and let's go get coffee. Let's go get breakfast. Let's go do something. Let's go to the movies in the freaking morning. The fuck? I cussed. That's stressful to me. Even if I did that, I would have to wake up 3 hours before he left, before he wanted to go somewhere because my feet hurt, my legs are stiff, I have cats to feed, poop to scoop, coffee to drink, food to eat. Maybe I gotta poop because I drank the coffee and I don't want to go anywhere. So I need a lot of time before I leave the house. And he wants to do it in the morning. It's like, how do I become a morning person when I'm obviously not built for it? I've never been a morning person. Even when I had a job, I wasn't a morning person, but I did do it. I did have kids. I did have to get them to school. It was painful. Struggle was real. I survived somehow, but now I don't have that, I don't have that thing forcing me. It should be my husband, just me caring about, we're never doing anything because it's his, by the time he's done with his day, he's done. When he gets up in the morning, he goes running to Home Depot to get coffee, to wash cars, to do the stuff here, do the stuff there, or his job. That's the weekend I'm describing, or the job or whatever. And I can't keep up. I can't do that in the morning. And by the time I want to do anything, he's already ready to settle down, to go get on his video games or to, watch TV, whatever, take a shower early, put on his house clothes, which are just little basketball shorts. They're not little, but I gotta get right to get on that page because it doesn't make sense for me to want him to get right when his life seems normal and productive and I'm not here to mess that up. So I feel like I'm the one who needs to change that. I need to be normal when I'm not. Yay. You know how many people with ADHD can't sleep at night, but they can in the daytime? Well, I can tell you, all my kids like that too. My mom's like that. My dad is like that. Everybody stays up late. I don't know if I can do it. I mean, how reasonable is it to change who you are if that's really a biological thing? Now, if that is the truth, my 23andMe DNA test said the time that my body, according to my DNA, would like to wake up is 7:35 in the morning. I don't know. Is there something to that? Because it is really early and I'm doing this. I feel like it right now. Even though I'm tired, I'm up, but I am going to go back to sleep. I do wake up every morning, but I think that's because I'm partially on my husband's schedule, but that disturbs my sleep when I go to sleep at 3 in the morning and then I wake up at 5 and then I'm up for a few hours. Then I go to sleep. I'm never getting solid sleep. This is like probably more the reason why I'm fat than my diet, because I do not eat horribly. Now, if you give me a big bag of chips, I might eat a whole big bag of chips. But even so, that would never be more than once a month. And honestly, it's probably every 6 months, because there's like this moment where I'll be like, okay, just get them. But yeah, the last few times after some chips, I have had back pain and neck stiffening, and I get really worried about nerve compression. Look, I'm remembering my neck is always stiff. So I don't know. I did perfectly great after those salt and vinegar Siete chips. It was so good. I need to stop thinking about it. But yeah, I really just go in a circle over and over again. And you know what I would do right now if I weren't talking to myself in the bedroom, or which is now my office / cat room? I would just not think about it and just go to sleep. The only thing I would think about probably is the fact that I'm having my coffee early so that I don't wake up with a migraine and then have coffee and then can't sleep. So there was 2 days that I did not drink coffee and I drank black tea. I decided to buy some black tea. Oh, I do have things to talk about. I decided to drink black tea because I saw a Dr. Berg video, and I feel like he said that black tea compared to coffee does something different with aldosterone, or something with it releases less potassium from your body. And I've been having swollen ankles, and I'm like, I'm not eating enough potassium and I don't need to be peeing out all the potassium. So maybe tea is what I should do instead of coffee. So if I want a second coffee, I'm going to make a tea, and with peppermint. And I actually don't need a creamer for the tea. That was the other reason I was going to drink the tea, or instead of coffee, was because I don't have to worry about all the junky creamers, and the walnut milk that I like for my coffee is like $7, and I can use so much of that in my coffee that it gets more expensive than I want to pay for when I don't love coffee that much. I just like it to make me feel not depressed. It doesn't give me energy. Not anymore. So maybe I'll have tea. But the Dr. Berg video, it's all about, like, my ankles have been swollen, so I was like, I need more potassium. Maybe I really do need to eat a lot more vegetables, because I do have swollen ankles. But I don't know. I'll never eat 4,500 milligrams of potassium. Never. I have potassium pills, but they're 100 milligrams a piece. You'd have to take 1 million of those. And then they say that's not safe. So I don't know. How everything that you're supposed to put into your body, all this recommended daily allowances for vitamins, I have a feeling it's all bullshit. Like, I was talking or typing with ChatGPT, and it said that my genes utilize vitamins more so than other people. Like I'm a person who shouldn't eat so much, because my body stores everything hard. It doesn't get rid of it easily. Like medicines, melatonin, caffeine, everything stays in me for a long time. I need way lower doses. So it makes sense in a way. Like, if anything were to make sense that I can't see, you know. Um, yeah, so sometimes I think we have to really do the Yoda thing and unlearn everything that we have learned and just eat naturally. But in order to eat naturally, you got to really think hard on that, because there really is no natural. Really, we're all just surviving here. We are only surviving at not being hungry with the fluffy grains and carbs. But we would never do all that work in nature unless we were starving and dying, because humans are kind of lazy. They would probably rather kill an animal and skin it and just throw it, gut it and throw it over a fire on a stick, however it works. Instead of picking all these little grains and then, I don't know, do you dry them out? Do you soak them overnight? Do you grind them? Do you soak them, sprout them? I don't know. But there's so many things to do when it comes to grains and beans. We can't eat raw. So it feels weird. It feels weird, like we're not supposed to eat certain foods. But there's no supposed to. That's what I'm learning about all these diets. Like there's no supposed to if we're a human. We are just going to survive with our brains no matter what. It's so weird. I feel like I could just be quiet for a few minutes, but that might be weird, huh? It's just so weird that we're all on this planet. And it seems like animals know exactly what to eat. But maybe we're special because we have all this thinking. And that means we're going to survive no matter what. Yay, because we're so sane. So normal and good. Do you know what I learned last night when I couldn't sleep? Is that 8.5 million men in America are probably pedophiles, because 1 out of 20 or all the way to 100 could be a pedophile. Like, do you know that? I'm looking into the camera. Did I get it right? I can't look and tell. That's a lot. Like, don't even send your kids to school, man. If it's a male, don't trust anybody. Like, the less males you have around you, the safer you're going to be as a female or a child of male or female gender. It's not gender, it's sex. So much crazy stuff in this world. I actually feel a little traumatized, and I really feel like crying for all these victims that nobody's talking about. They're so hyped up on the drama of who's getting busted and woo woo woo. And I'm over here like, all these people, these 1,000s of emails, and all those are how many times a child's been sexually assaulted, raped. Not just molested or touched or hold hands. No, literally raped. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. All people want to talk about, like, somebody really upset me when they said they're more scared of the illegals. Oh my God, I'm covered in cat fur. I hope y'all can't see that. But that's crazy. So I did the math on that with ChatGPT, with the 1 out of 20 men or 1 out of 100, and they said 450,000 illegal males that could be here in America is 450,000. That's nothing compared to the 2.5 million people in America. I don't know if I said the right number before, but it was like 2.5 million men who are pedophiles. Like, that's scary. So scary. And I've met at least 4 in my life, plus 1 sexual assault person, 2. I could probably think of more situations I've been in, but right now it's not like let's not go there. I feel like I've handled all my situations well, but I think an autistic person handles them differently. Anyhow, I could clean. I have some dishes to wash. I noticed there's a dirty spot on the baseboard over there. I'm like, how did we miss that all these times? I got things to do that are boring. I could do fun things. But I don't feel like I'm in the mind state to even watch TV. It makes me wonder, am I depressed? I might be a little depressed today. I think it's that Epstein thing triggering the cry moment that I did not cry. It's just still in me. And it's overwhelming because it's everywhere. So I got to get off of social media. What I did do was I unfriended all the males on my Facebook, and I had really big influencers and doctors and useful people because I just don't want any more men in my face. I don't want any more men in my space. I have my husband, my son, my dad, my brother, whoever else, but I don't know. And on TikTok, I just want to stop everybody from following me, the men. But I have like almost 7,000 followers, and I only removed 1,000 men, and it's like I can't keep so many. I wish there was there may be I don't know. I have to check TikTok, see if there's a setting, because I don't want the men to comment on my social media. I'm just going to leave my YouTube co-ed. I will follow men. Men can follow me. They can comment in the comments, but I think on social media, I don't need all those men. Like sometimes just looking at their faces, some men just look scary, and I don't want that trigger. You know, you never know who's going to start stalking you or, find you and kill you. So I just, I think I want to limit some of that. But I do like the social media. I do like being informed a little bit, but I do need to do it a little less and control it a little bit more. And I have never hung out with females much, so I think it would be good for me to get some female influencers on my screen. I watch my YouTube on TV mostly, and give them some time because I've always liked men better. And that's probably because the people who bullied the most were female. So I started hating females, which I don't feel like I hate them, but there's a disconnect. Almost as if I'm not a female, but I am. It just feels weird because I've never been allowed to be one in the social sense. But then there's a part of me that's still, I think I'm autistic. I hate saying it. Like, I can't just own it. Self-diagnosed. It's not always welcome to be self-diagnosed. But that autistic part of me, that's never fit in. So I don't know if it's because they were the bullies or they bullied me because I was autistic, or if I'm just traumatized. But there's other reasons to think I'm autistic. I fit all the situations. So anyways, I want to give time to the influencers who are female. Instead of following all the male ones, I'm going to watch the female ones and give them time and see if I can feel attached to them like I am to all these male influencers. I'm mostly talking about carnivore diet people right now because I'm still watching them even though I'm not eating right. Like Carrie Man Homestead How. I like his page. I like him. Seems like a nice guy. He has daughters. He seems like a safe guy, right? But I like on social media, I still unfriended him. I did feel bad, but I was like, okay, I have his wife and I don't have his daughter as a friend. But on YouTube, I'm going to watch his daughter's. I'm gonna watch his daughter's videos more. I'm gonna watch his wife whenever she's on. I'm still following him on YouTube, but I'm going to focus more on the females. I just feel like there's something about men that gets the attention more, or they're doing something differently than women are, and or maybe it's just I'm straight and there's this natural attention that I will pay to them, even if it's not like an attraction. It's just biological that I'll pay more attention to men than women. But I want to, like, why is Nutrition with Judy not huge? Why is she's got her own following, but she's not getting a following like Anthony Chafee? Why is Carnivore Doctor, like, she's Lisa Wiedemann, she doesn't have a huge following. The women are being left behind, and I don't want to make any more men powerful and rich so that they can go to Epstein Island. Just kidding. Am I kidding? I don't know. I really think I really think all the females should do this. It'll never happen because women like men. We are the ones that give them all this power. So crazy. And then men do it too. Men only focus on the women when they're being attractive. They don't normally care to watch all the women's stuff. So the men have the men and the women watching them, and the women only have the women watching them. So that's why women need to support women even more. So YouTube women are even getting paid less than men. Unless, of course, you know, they're using some sexuality to pull people in. Kind of like Steak and Butter Girl in the beginning. She had a lot of sexualness showing. She was like flirty and it worked. Like she was one of the people that I sent to my dad to watch because I just knew he would like her because she's petite and pretty, and I don't know, I just felt like, and he liked Steak and Butter Girl, and he really liked her foods, her cooking and her videos. Men, I swear. But if you know how to work a man, then you can get him to do anything, right? And if you ain't got it, you use some other female to do it. Yeah. So, Bubba, you okay? I don't know. My cat looks a little extra tired with his eyes open. You okay, buddy? Are you wheezing? Is that you? Sorry, I'm listening. I hear a sound that's like, whoop. So I'm not sure if it's a bird outside or if it really is him. So I'm going to ask him, what? What, Bubba? What? What? Come here. What? Okay, he might knock my phone over because he's getting up. I want to see if he was okay. You never know. He's a big boy. He's a fat cat. Come on. You come on. Come on. Come on. What? What? You want to talk to me? What? Bubba, what? Oh my God. I'm not doing the what right in front of y'all. He'll talk every time you say what. He'll say, what? What? Oh, you can't use me as a scratching post. Come here. Come here. Oh, he is so big and heavy. He's so big and heavy. He's a big boy. He's a big old boy. He looks little in the picture. He's like 20 pounds. But let me hear you. Who can hear anything with the purring? No, he's just so fat. He's looking a little bloated. I was a little bit worried about him. sometimes he seems heavier and I have to like give them meat only. Here, lay down. Do them a carnivore diet every now and then. I can't afford to do it every night for them. I can't afford to cook it with my energy. I can't afford energy. But I think you need some foods. Do I smell booty? I just wanted to check. I don't know, like something feels wrong about you. Like I think you smell funny. You don't smell healthy. What's the matter? Did something go wrong in your tummies? Oh, I did give them lysine. Did it give you upset tummy? Because the cat's outside in the cold and one of them sneezed and then one of them coughed. And I was like, oh, let me prepare mine just in case there's a virus I'm bringing. But I don't know. I got to play with them today. I'll probably do that before I go to sleep so they're not all being lazy too. Yes. Come here. No, don't get on my computer. No, here, you get up here. Butt down. Enough, yeah. All right, I guess I've talked long enough. I know I'm a hot mess. I'm just really trying to figure everything out, an emotional load, and the nothingness I got going on in my life. And it's still like, why do I have so many? I have so many issues because my life's too easy. Like, sure, there's struggle. Oof. But what are you doing? Do not think of going that direction. I don't know. I guess I should get off here because I feel like this is a stare into space kind of day and just not feel so great. I don't think I should try to stay awake today. I think I should go ahead and embrace the sleep because I feel like the mood isn't good. And if somebody shows up, like my daughter or my husband, and if I'm tired and I'm emotionally weird, then, oh, is today like, Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Wednesday, February 4th, 2026.
There you go. Every 4th of the month. Even though it's menopause time, I still have the most hormone decline on the 4th. I always used to have a migraine on the 4th or near it. The migraine was last night. So today, I guess we're gonna have the depression too. You know, it's crazy. I don't have a uterus, but I have ovaries. And I still have a cycle without having a cycle. And the mood is what's happening. So I probably still have like a few days of being down. I forgot about that part. All I was focusing on was no sleep. No, I know why. Do you know every time it's around this time, I will stay up just over scrolling on Facebook, like not Facebook, on any social media, and I just zone into the phone and can't get out. Like I'm low on dopamine more on that time of the month. I don't know how it works. All this cat fur, man. But I'm just so low on everything, I guess, and I'm just self-soothing to an unhealthy level. But if I wish I knew what to do. And I wish I would do what I do know to do, but I don't. I do wish I would do what I need to do. I do a lot that I need to do, but I don't do enough to get a result anymore, not recently. So, guess I'll get off of here because y'all are really watching me drop. Like, this is why I don't like go around people sometimes when I don't feel right and I don't quite know it yet. I can just slowly start retreating into myself and decline, like, and start getting really quiet because I just can't talk no more. and I feel like I can't talk anymore. So I'm going to stop. I'm gonna try to look at the green dot, and my coffee sucked. That's probably part of it. It didn't provide any little spark of joy or anything. It was just kind of gross. Now that it was, now it is making me want some eggs. So I might make some eggs before I go to sleep. Make sure I have a tiny bit of protein, a little bit of nutrition. And I did decide I'm going to do a drop of iodine in a gallon of water, because I've noticed when I try to do a drop of iodine in a cup size with water or something, then I get more angry and irritable. So I'm gonna try it more stretched out over time through a gallon of water and just try to increase it, see if I can't speed anything up or help my thyroid, if that's it. You know, I do have dry, thinning hair. My skin is super dry. I don't know, there's so many things. Tired, but I'm wired too. I don't know. All the iodine deficiency symptoms I seem to have, but I am worried about doing too much. And I heard when you are deficient, when you consume a little bit, it can act like too much. It can be kind of like a shock. So I am trying to lessen it. When I was doing carnivore, I would try to do like 1-2 drops, like Nisha Berry and all that stuff. But no, I was getting like fighty, like angry, like bickering, like, oh, you think, you know, kind of like a real bitch, like a psycho bitch. I don't know, but I don't like that. So, you know, after a few times you start realizing that there's something to it, and then you research why, or I do, and then try different things, because it does seem like something I need, since both of my parents have Graves' disease, and my mom said she had Hashimoto's. Is that Graves' disease, or is that the other one? But I think she had it because her medication, so I don't know which came first for my mom. She was a chronic Coca-Cola drinker and a cigarette smoker, so I think, and maybe some drugs. I'm not really completely sure on that as she got older, but I don't know. I think all that sped up her heart rate and all that stuff, so it may have contributed to burning out her thyroid, if that's how it works. So I don't know. And my dad might have had drugs because he made meth before, and I didn't know my dad then, but I guess he was a person who could make meth, and too much exposure to iodine somehow. So I don't know, maybe they overexposed, maybe mine's just autoimmune, maybe I don't know what they did to get their thyroid problems, but they lived unhealthier lives than I do. My unhealthiness comes from food. So I don't know if it has the same effect. My chin's itching since touching the cat. Which means I ate something inflammatory, because I only have issues with my cats and any kind of allergy response whenever I'm eating foods that are like an allergen. So it could have been the potatoes last night and the soup. It could have been the rice cakes. This video is going to annoy anybody if they even watch it. But I'm going to post it because I have 14,000 subscribers and I need long form content to ever get paid. And, you know, other people just get on things and ramble, and, you know, you never know what you get. And I would watch somebody talking just like me, because I'd be analyzing, like, what the hell's wrong with them? What do they need to do? You know, so if you want to do that, do it in the comments. I will hear you and I'll listen, and I will do what I want to do in the end, because that's what I do. I take in all the information, and then maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll realize I can't. Maybe I realize I won't. But it's noted for future reference, and it all comes together in time, and it could have been your idea that was the one thing that worked. Never know. So I appreciate you listening to me all the way through. I'm getting really down. I can feel myself just collapsing. Like, what the hell? So don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to try to do this more, and hopefully I can come up with an idea that I'm going to talk about first. Maybe one day I will write bullet points or something and just have a little bit more structure. But I just wanted to get started and see if I can even talk with myself very well, and I can see everything I need to work on, because yeah, just pretend you're just here, you know, in the other chair. I have a piano keyboard right in front of me, and there's another chair on the other side. Just pretend you're here chilling with your coffee, and you're just listening to me in my you know, shirt over top of my night thing, because you know, we're just being cozy. You just came over from the house across the street, and you're still in your jammies, and you just wanted to hang out and have coffee before we have to do the real stuff in life, you know? Maybe that's what we're doing here. Just regular stuff, but I never let you talk. I'm so rude. I'm so rude. I won't even look you in your eye. It's very autistic of me. It's true. That's so funny. It just makes me remember when I was a kid. Like, I never heard anything about autism, but when I did, and they said that they have a problem with eye contact, like, I could have eye contact, right? But I remember when I was a kid, like, what eye do you look into? Which one do you look into? And I'm like, it just was like, which one? How do you do this? What are you supposed to do? Aren't you supposed to look at both? I remember over analyzing that as a kid. And some people want to say, you're not autistic. I think so. My cord was twisted. ADHD, see that? You can have both. You can have both. You can have all the things. I got a little bit of the CPTSD. I got a little bit of ADHD. I got some of the autistic. The ADHD is autism and ADHD together. And so we're just going to let you go on a little crazy note. You know, that is an interesting thing to learn about myself, and how to accept that too. Like, gosh, the one thing I've always wanted to be was just like everybody else. Like, how do they know these things? That's always wanted to know. How do they know these things? Where can I learn? I just study more so I can learn. No, it doesn't work like that. So anyways, now that I'm just opening up, talking about random anything and everything, stay tuned for more, because I will do this. I don't have a scheduled time when I'll be doing anything. I probably never will, because who knows who you would get if I said every Wednesday at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to do this. Can you imagine if I just don't feel like it? And I just pulled myself out of bed? Or if I even did a video in the bed like this, because I said I would, but you're not going to get a good version of me. This, believe it or not, it's not a horrible version of me. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Yeah. Anyways, look at Lily. Look at Lily. Look at Lily. To see more cats, don't forget to like and subscribe. She has an eyeball problem. Her and her two sisters do. Aww. All the cats are going to come and say bye. You going to say hello? You going to say hello? Luke. I mean, you're not Luke. You're not Luke. You're Loki. He's a pretty boy. He's so pretty. There's too much going on. They're all in play mode. All right, bye. Bye. Okay, bye, you guys. And we're going to put on a happy face, and we're going to have a good day. Sleeping. Until 2 o'clock. And then we're going to get up. And then we're going to have our 3 hours or 2.5 to get ourselves situated for cleaning and cooking and videoing our food like a weirdo and posting. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to watch for TV. Oh, somewhere along there I got to clean. We're going to do that. We're going to do that when we're cooking. Okay. And then we'll have a little bit of dishes after, and we'll wash those as we go, because I'll be caught up on dishes. I don't have a dishwasher. But anyways, I will have my good day later. And I hope you all have a good day. Don't let things stress you out. because it doesn't change anything except for raise your blood pressure, harm the arterial walls inside of your arteries. Don't let that blood pressure kill you, okay? So just breathe through everything and just practice not giving an F, okay? Bye, guys. Bye.